From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good evening. Today the weather definitely cooperated, and I think we actually hold this through tonight. Check it out. You can see a few patchy clouds in Del Norte County, Humboldt County points west, and I think we might pick up a few more clouds and maybe even a little sprinkle or two, especially up by Del Norte County, but not a huge deal, right? I think we hold this really nice pattern for the next couple of days, right? You see that patchy cloud cover really west of I-5 in Trinity County, Humboldt County, up to Del Norte County and western Siskiyou County, but east of that and even there, I think the conditions are going to be just fine. I really don't see any huge issues. Some upper level clouds moving through Monday. I think by Tuesday and Wednesday, that's when our next system comes through. Check out the long range models and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Late Tuesday looks like that's whenever the first signs of sprinkles move into the east, and then Wednesday, that's when that system kind of pushes onshore. Notice it's not the biggest system. It's not necessarily the most robust system, but it definitely yields some precipitation there. So I think we hold some pretty decent rain chances starting Wednesday, and then perhaps with another pulse of energy behind it, we'll hold some shower chances later into the week. In fact, I think the rain chances are going to be well above average as we head deeper and deeper into this month. I'm talking probably right after Valentine's Day up until about the last week of February. So we're definitely looking at some higher rain chances in the big picture as the pattern gets a little more active. You can see this big old bowling ball coming in from the west. That's by Tuesday. Then it starts to inch east with time here. A little bit of warm air though actually moving in. Notice those light blues and even some hints of yellow down there. But that's not very long for this world, because I'll tell you what, that jet stream really reinforces itself, and check out this big mass of cold air towards the end of the week and into next weekend that we're keeping an eye on there. I mean, I'll tell you what, as this pushes east, that could yield a lot of precipitation, so we'll be watching this time frame very closely for some more active weather. Now, here's your marine forecast for today and into tomorrow. A little bit more rambunctious. You know I like to use that word for, once we get into the double digits, and I think about 10 to 20 nautical miles off the coast, we start seeing some double digits through today and into tonight. Not the highest I've ever seen or anything like that, but we're still talking 10 to 12 feet all the way out to probably about 35 or 40 nautical miles off the coast, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, see if the rambunctious conditions persist. All right, here's your temperatures for tonight. Widespread 30s and lower 40s along the coast. I think we're probably going to stay somewhere just above freezing throughout the valley from Redding down to Chico and Oroville. And then, of course, as we head out towards the East Mountains, Modoc County and Siskiyou County, we start to see some widespread 20s and even teens as we head through tonight. So it's going to be frosty cold out there as well. I think highs tomorrow, much like today, are actually going to be pretty decent, though, at least for this time of year. Fairly mild out there, especially along the coast and down in the valley. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in store for us tomorrow. Out towards Trinity County, widespread mid to upper 50s. Chances start to creep in as we head towards the middle and end portions of the week, and then towards the end of the week and next weekend. That's whenever you saw earlier that big bowling ball of cold air that we'll have to keep an eye on as it inches east into the North State. Taking a look at the North Coast, widespread mid to upper 50s here as well. Watching the time frame Wednesday for that first system towards the end of the week and into the weekend again, as expected for that big system. And of course, if it's a landfalling system, much like southern portions of the coast down in Humboldt County up towards Del Norte County, got to be watching for those higher rain totals towards the end of the week too. But in the meantime, next 3 days, about as good as you can ask for this time of year. Fairly mild. Cooler temperatures sticking around though. I think we'll be stuck in the kind of mid to upper 50s, maybe some lower 60s as we head towards the midweek there, hopping over to Siskiyou County. Widespread 40s and frankly lower to mid 50s out there, and I think we hold that for a few days. Then of course we'll be watching for the more active pattern, much like the rest of us, towards the middle and end portion of the work week. Out towards Modoc County, it looks like we'll be near 50, most of us, especially there in Alturas. Then you head in the higher elevations up those mountain passes, you might get back down into the 40s. And of course, much like the rest of us, holding steady, keeping a close eye on those rain chances. Hopping out of the eastern mountains, look like the rain chances are a little bit less, of course, because as you head past the Trinity Alps and out towards those mountains, precipitation chances become a little bit lower, as is usual in the eastern mountains. Out towards Plumas County in that portion of the state, as usual, gets a little drier out there. So it might not be quite as active until that big system comes through that some models kind of indicate towards the end of the week and into next weekend. But we'll keep a close eye on that. Models will change, and you can never be too specific this far out. Taking a look at the valley, widespread upper 50s. See a lot of 57s on the map. Fun little fact there. You might have heard me say this before, but every time I see 57, I think about this. 57 is actually the global average temperature. If you accumulate all temperatures and average them out, it comes out to 57. Again, you might have heard me say that, but I kind of like saying if you see 57 in your city, congratulations, you're the most average city on earth for that time. It looks like we hold those upper 50s and lower 60s through the first half of the week. Few showers possible as we head towards Wednesday. Might be some heavier rain too if the models trend up, but I think the model is going to need to evolve a little bit more before I can be too specific on that. Hopping up north, again, very similar story here. Rain chances only towards the middle and end portions of the week. 60s for the next couple of days, I think, is a decent expectation as we head in that time frame there. And of course, taking a look at the Reading 7-day kind of paints the picture for most of us. Got those chances for midweek, and then a bigger system is possible as we head towards the big picture, at least according to some indications. But for the next few days, you got nothing to worry about, so go ahead and take full advantage of this nice weather. Thanks for watching this forecast update. I'll be back with you for more here at 5 in the morning, and hey, take it easy.